So Laura, why did you join the Fierce Emporium?
I've always been sort of, for a long time in my career, I've been worried that I've chosen the wrong career. But then I found a job last year and I thought, oh, this is it. I found a little niche within it. And then in the early part of this year, I was like, oh, I'm tired of it. And I thought, this is it. I can't carry on. And I stumbled across Midlife Unstuck and it resonated. It was like, oh, that's me. Oh, yes, I'm stuck. Less willing to accept the midlife bit, but yeah, it's stuck. Oh, and we had an initial conversation and I thought, yeah, this is someone I really want to work with, I can work with, and I think it would be beneficial. So I decided to join the Fierce Emporium because I thought I might benefit from a group as well, other people.
Good. And most people but have some hesitations about joining the Fierce Emporium. What were yours?
Having said that, I would benefit from that group thing. I was then worried that there would be somebody who would talk too much. What if I didn't have anything to say? What if we didn't gel and there was just somebody that made everyone go, eek, stop, can you stop talking now? I was a bit worried about, but actually it wasn't like that at all. And I think the way you structure it means that even if there was somebody who was talking a little bit too much, you'd be able to move them on.
I think so. Well, great. I'm glad you felt that. And from your time in the Fierce Emporium, what were some of your personal highlights?
I like working on my superpowers. I really did. It was a nice confidence boost. There are things, there are these things that I do that are quite unique to me, or the way I do them. And it was really nice to write those down and to think about examples and to tweak and sort of say, well, it's a little bit broader than this in some sense, it's an arrow. So that was really good. I also like writing my kryptonite. I mean, they flow so easily, kryptonite. It's so easy. It's like, oh yeah, that's it. But then it was saying, oh well, actually it was noticing the patterns and admitting, I'm not gonna get over those. I think we had a conversation where you and me, we talked about how I can't be everything anymore. Even in your 20s, you want to tick every box. Some of these things I'm never going to change, and that felt like a freedom to say, actually, yeah, this is just who I am, and I can't get through that bit, and I don't operate at my best, and I'd rather spend the time doing fabulous stuff than working on things that I can't necessarily fix. So that was
lovely. And looking back now, what are some of your biggest takeaways from your time in the Fierce Emporium and all the work and thinking and experimenting you did then?
I think it's keeping up the moment monitor and the needs being met. So you sort of talk about those at the beginning, and then you talk about them at the end again, and you see how, even without really putting any conscious effort in, I'd tweaked a few things. I'd sort of said, well, there are lots of things to fix, but if I fix this one, and though that's something I'm going to keep doing. So I keep saying, I haven't seen many of my friends recently, so that's sort of in the back of my mind. I need to do that this weekend or next week. And I think it's that. So now I'm sort of more aware when I'm not getting my own needs met, and I'm still aware where they're not being met at work, and making an effort to change those. So that's something I'm going to keep doing.
Brilliant.
And also the invisibility cloak. Sorry, I was just going to say about the invisibility cloak. Sometimes I wear that, and now I'm wearing it consciously. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to speak in this one because there's lots of voices, and sometimes I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to chuck it off and say something.
Right. And most people who are listening to this won't have a clue what the invisibility cloak is, but that's just a particular exercise in the Fierce Emporium.
Exercise, yeah, that I really was like, oh, I do that. It's we hide behind things, and now it's not something accidental. If I'm doing it, I know I'm doing it, and I'm comfortable with why.
Because it's a choice, and there's a reason why.
It's a choice, and it's more conscious, and I'm more aware of what I'm up to.
All right, now here's a biggie. Does the future look or feel any different now?
Yeah. So some of the things that I am less good at, I'm delegating more of. I'm not. I wrote down very clearly how we should restructure the team, and I gave people two options because people like to have options, but very clearly that I preferred one option. I'm not hiding. I'm not trying to subtly suggest that. I wrote it down. Wrote it down. I know what my version of success is. I'm comfortable with that. I've let go of the 20-something version of the big house and the nice car and the fancy title, and it sits more comfortably now what I want and what I think of success. So that's so it's beginning to look different and feel different.
Brilliant. And you've only finished the Fierce Emporium, what, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. All right. And the final silly one. What 3 words would you use to describe your time or the experience of being in the Fierce Emporium?
So do you want explanations, or shall I just give the words?
Give us the words, and then maybe if you want to explain, go for
it. So empowering, enlightening, and supportive.
Okay. And tell us more.
So empowering, it's that success thing. It's you can have a different definition of success than you did have, and that's absolutely fine. That's just the way the people change. Yeah. Enlightening, that's the visibility cloak, hiding behind things, the kryptonite, where I don't work at myself, and it's okay. I can just make a world, design a career that doesn't have so much of that in.
Yeah.
And supportive, that's actually what I found about the group sessions, that they were really supportive. We all wanted, without knowing a huge amount about the problems that everyone faced, we can see the similarities, the differences, and I think really curious to know how the others have got on and how they're succeeding, and how their futures look different now. Brilliant.
And you're going to be continuing your journey in the 1 year to redesign your career, aren't you?
Yeah. Exciting. So that's pretty exciting. I didn't want to finish. I didn't want to end. And I really enjoyed the process, the learning. It's one of my superpowers is learning. So I really enjoyed that. And I didn't want it to stop. And so I'm quite excited that it can continue, and I can drop in and I can ask questions, or it gives me that, this is going to take a bit longer.